Hello once again. Welcome to another video tutorial. My name is Cecile, and in today's video we are going to install an operating system. We're going to install Windows XP onto our VirtualBox. Right on my screen, like you see, I have Oracle VM VirtualBox open already with a couple of servers installed, from time past. But yours might look different. Yours might look empty. You have just one or two servers installed. Don't bother, you will get there. But quickly, I'm going to show us how to install Windows XP. At the bottom, I already have Windows XP installed, but I'm going to install another copy of Windows XP operating system on my VirtualBox. So let's dive right into it. So this is Oracle VirtualBox, and just briefly about the interface. On the left panel here, you see all your installed operating systems. On the right is a display of system specs, and at the top you have these icons that enable you navigate. New is to install, settings is to edit your any highlighted server on the left, and start to start any highlighted server to run the operating system. So real quick, let's install Windows XP, and to do that I begin by clicking on the new button right here. I click on new, and before I proceed, I'll advise either watch or install alongside as I do the installation. You can feel free to pause the video whenever, and go backwards, forward, pause the video as you see, please. Alright, so we want to install Windows XP, so I'm going to give it a name, Windows XP. Because I already have Windows XP installed, I'm going to call this Windows XP 1, Windows XP 2. Machine folder, this is where it's going to be installed in our computer, or in my case, in my laptop. Type Microsoft Windows XP 32-bit. We leave it at 32-bit because the ISO image I will be using is a 32-bit, and so that's fine. Click on next. Here for memory size, this is where you allocate the memory size for your system, memory or RAM. So in my case, I'm gonna give it 1000 megabytes. Is equivalent to what? 1 gig. Remember, we say 1000 megabytes make 1 gig, or 1000 kilobytes make 1 megabyte, 1000 megabytes make 1 gigabyte, and so forth and so on. So I'm going to give you 1000 megabytes, which is 1 gigabyte of RAM. Click on next. Just click on create. Leave everything the way you see. Same thing, just click on next. Leave it on dynamically allocated. Click on next. And right here, it's files, location, and size. So it's gonna be stored in this folder. And what size are we giving the drive? Our virtual hard drive or virtual hard disk. I'm gonna say we give it a hard disk storage space of 20 gigabyte. Click on create. So what we've done on our VirtualBox right now, we just created the environment to install the operating system. Okay, there is no operating system installed just yet. We just created the environment right there, and we're now going to proceed by bringing our ISO image, which is a file, a compressed file that holds all the necessary files, to install the operating system. For your case, in order to access the ISO image for your case in class or for your studies, I have it uploaded already on the class website. So if you go to BECTECH Consulting, I have it already uploaded on the class website. So if you go to the BECTECH Consulting class website, you'll remember login page. At the left, section of the page where we have softwares, you will see Windows XP. You will click on that, and it will take you to a link to download the ISO image. Okay, so like we said, if you go to this class website, let me bring it over, and on the right panel where we have softwares, see Windows XP. If you click on that link, it's going to take you to a page where you can download the Windows XP ISO image. After you click on this Windows XP, download the image. That's what you're going to use to install Windows XP on your VMware. So, but I have it already on my system. I don't need to go to that link right now. I'm going to use that. So let's proceed with our installation. So Windows XP, our environment is set. To proceed, I'm going to click on Settings. Come down to Storage. This is an ID controller. So this is where we proceed to import the ISO image, which we're going to use to install the operating system. Okay, so we have click on this button, either this or I could just click on this button that says add. Let me do that again. Add optical drive. Okay, click on it, choose disk, click on add, find my Windows XP ISO image. Here it is. So this is what it's going to look like when you get to that link, WXPVOL_EN ISO. This is what you should be looking for when you navigate to the Windows XP link from the class website. Select that. It's been highlighted. There it was because I did it already, but nonetheless, for the purpose of this video, I just have to do it again. So that's been highlighted. I click choose. So the Windows XP ISO image has been imported. Because this is empty, I'm just going to take this out. Just right click and remove attachment. Okay, next thing, after you're done importing the ISO image, which we need, come to Network and Bridge. What this does is it enables traffic flow from your physical computer or laptop to the virtual machine. If you don't bridge it, there won't be network internet connection to your Windows XP when you start it. So you have to make sure you bridge adapter. Select that bridge adapter, and what it does, it reads your NIC card. We did study NIC in class. Remember when we were studying hard drive? Computer hardware. So it activates your NIC card right there. And once you're done, you click OK. But I have to attend to these settings right here. So go to this. Yours may not show like that, so don't worry about what I just did. But after you have all those settings in place, you click on OK, and the ISO image is imported, and now we are ready to run the installation. So I'll click on start. Now if I click on start, because this is the operating system I want to run, it is highlighted. If it's this, I gotta make sure it's highlighted before I click on start. So whichever you want to start, you make sure it's highlighted first. So you click, before you click on start, you can as well hover your mouse over your right click and click on start, whichever. So I click on start, and the installation steps, process will begin, to install Windows XP on a virtual machine. So we will just let it run, sit back, let the installation run, and follow necessary steps as instructed. Hopefully this goes real quick, and we'll be done with it in a few minutes. In this case, you use your keyboard, so enter to see the instructions. Says enter to install C, create partition. We're not going to do any C, so I just hit enter on my keyboard. Enter again. C, format the partition. Now using NTFS file system. Remember we spoke about file systems in class. We say NTFS is for Windows, FAT. Also for Windows 232 file system Windows uses. So I'll just leave it to 1 is highlighted, and I hit enter on my keyboard to proceed. So it is formatting the hard drive, creating necessary. After formatting, it's going to create necessary partitions, before the installation begins on that virtual hard drive. Again, this might take a couple of minutes, but not so long. So yeah, so we're installing. So it's actually copying files right now. So we'll begin the installation. So one is okay, we are back. So after it's done doing all that, copying files and running through the percent, it's gonna restart the system. Okay, and when it restarts the system, it brings this screen. Alright, and on the left panel we see the various steps of the installation being done. It's collecting information that's done already, dynamic update done, preparing installation done, and now it is installing Windows. So we will just sit back and let all of this run its course. After it's done with the screen, with this step, it's going to show the next screen of a couple of screens where we have to fill in one or two of few personal information, create a password, username, stuff like that, and the installation will be completed. So installing Windows is a pretty easy procedure or steps. I'll encourage you try it several times. Once you download the ISO image, you can install as many versions of Windows XP on your virtual machine. Okay. So this bar has to run all the way to the end, I think once or twice. I think what I'll do is I'll pause the video and resume after when it's almost done. Okay, we are back. So the installation continues and we have to fill in some information. So it's asking us to type your full name and name of your company organization. In this case, you could just put your name. For the purpose of this video, I'll just put Big Tech. Organization, you can leave it blank if you don't have any. Click continue. Computer name, computer 1. I'll just call it Big Tech. Big Tech 1. I'll advise you don't fill any information right here, or password, administrator password. That is not necessary. Just click next. And make sure the date and time are correct. It might be, but see the time zone isn't correct, so I'm gonna fix that. And Eastern time, that's where we are. Click on next, and the installation continues. It says setup will complete in approximately 32 minutes. So yeah, let's sit back and watch the installation run its course. Again, we are almost done. 1 minute left for the installation to probably be complete, or for us to move to the next step. Oh, there we are. and it is done. We are starting Windows XP. Just click OK. Okay. So because this is the first time, so it's gonna go through all this setup process. We just click next. Just click next. Click next again. For this registration, I will click no. So make sure you select no, not at this time. This is creating a user account. There gotta be one account created at the beginning of installation. So you put your name again. For the class purpose, I'll put BedTech. You can also create other accounts like authors, maybe Kaya Buddy or whoever use the machine for their names in the other fields. And we are all set. One very important thing to keep in mind is after we are done with the installation, we have to come back to VirtualBox and the settings, storage, not storage, yes, system. So we have to disable optical. See boot order, see optical ticks are selected, so we have to disable that. What that does is so that when next we start the system, it's gonna boot from the hard drive, from our virtual hard drive, and not from the ISO image, the optical drive image we use in installing it, because this is the boot order. In the physical machine, a boot order is found in the BIOS. Okay, but we can't do that right now because the machine is up and running. So we will have to shut that down, turn it off, go back here on the settings and on the system and uncheck the box that says optical, and then restart your machine and you'll be good to go. So thanks for watching. Hope you learn and practice on your own, reinstall install your own Windows XP, because we're going to use it in subsequent videos for the class. If you have any question, feel free to send me a text or call me or shoot me an email, and I will be delighted to help you out. Alright, take care. Bye.